At hours, Russia declares ceasefire against Ukraine. Itia ami han jana nishna Russia pura ceasefire to Ukraine aporte declare kudishe. Ceasefire declare in Kiev, Mariupol, Kharkov, Sumy evacuation. To ceasefire to ita declare kura jaga to Kiev te ase, Mariupol te ase, Kharkov te ase aur Sumy te ase. Evacuation allow from 12:30 p.m. Koikene জানাই কিনে আছে তো তাতে পৰা এটা ইভাকুয়েশন শুরু হওয়া তো 12:30 PM পৰা হি শুরু হব কিনে জানাই আছে to declare ceasefire against Ukraine. Russia পৰা এটা ceasefire Ukraine oporte declare kudishe itu klan hoigne ceasefire declare in Kiev, Mariupol, Kharkov, Sumy. Utu Kiev, Mariupol, Kharkov ar Sumy te ceasefire to declare kurigina ase aru to evacuation process to 12:30 পৰা হি শুরু হবলা আছে কিনে জানাইছে সো মোহন এটা ইনফরমেশন কাৰণে আমি হালা সিনিয়র কলিগস দিবেন্দু চক্রবর্তী লতে বাতচিত করব Hello sir Dibendu
Yes, Rovi, I can hear you. I can hear you now. So, as you have just mentioned in this bulletin, right now that we have got a major report coming from Ukraine that Russia has declared ceasefire in some major cities. You know, after 2 days of anticipation and drama, as we already briefed our viewers on Saturday, that on that day Russia actually allowed civilians to evacuate 2 major cities of Ukraine. That was Mariupol and Volnovakha. And after that, a lot of dramas witnessed, you know, on Saturday evening. The evacuation process were halted due to some allegations from Ukraine side that the Russian forces are not adhering to the ceasefire protocols and they are not allowing citizens to move freely, or evacuation process was not on a smooth phase. So residents of those particular 2 areas, Volnovakha and Mariupol, were again asked to go back to their residence and take shelter in safe areas. And that day, the whole evacuation procedure or the process was postponed. Then again on Sunday there were some efforts made to evacuate from Mariupol area, but again it failed, you know, due to some blame game over the ceasefire breaches from Russian side and Ukraine side. So on day 10 and day 11, the evacuation process, although it was declared on Saturday, but it didn't take place. As today we entered the 12th day of Russian invasion of Ukraine. Now finally another report has come that this time, after much deliberation and specifically interference by the French President Emmanuel Macron, Ukraine has decided to, Russia has decided to allow evacuation from several major areas of Ukraine that include the capital city of Kiev, the southern city of Mariupol, which is a very crucial city and a port in Ukraine, Mariupol, Kharkiv, the second largest city of Ukraine, and Sumy. And Sumy region is very important for the Indian people also, you know, because a lot of Indian students are stranded in that place. And so the report just have arrived that the Russian have allowed people from those regions to evacuate. The evacuation process will start, as far as the Indian time is concerned, from 12:30 p.m. and according to Moscow time it's 10 a.m. So that time has been finalized, and you know we expect that this time they're avoiding any blame game or any issue regarding the ceasefire breaches. The civilians will be allowed to evacuate the areas. Meanwhile, you know, already 1.5 million people have already fled Ukraine. The whole area is in burning, you know, as Ukraine is under attack from consecutive 12 days from the Russian forces. And it doesn't, I think, gonna end soon unless and until the Russian government, you know, establish a government which can abide and follow Russia, and NATO's entry is prohibited in Ukraine. Vladimir Zelensky is repeatedly trying to convince the Western groups and the leaders and NATO to help them out and to fight against Russia. But however, those things are political equations, and those things are not going to benefit the common man, the civilians, and civilians are facing the wrath of Russian attack. And that's what currently the situation is. So people need to come out of those places. They need to evacuate. They need to go to some safe places so that their life is in safety and not in danger. So that's why the international pressure is also mounting on Russia. Even the top leaders like Emmanuel Macron, who is French president, who is continuously talking to Putin over the Russian invasion and asking Putin to stop his efforts to capture Kiev. I think it can be seen as a partial relief that Russia has now agreed to declare ceasefire in areas of Kiev, Mariupol, Kharkov, and Sumy. and they are allowing people to evacuate from 10 a.m. Moscow time, and as per Indian time is concerned, that is 12:30 p.m. So that is the latest report we have, and hopefully this will not be halted again due to some counter blame from the both Eastern Europe neighbors. That is the information that we have right now, Rovi.
Okay, thank you so much for the information. So, Amihan Jana Nishna, Itia Amihan senior colleagues Prima Baba information Jana Dishi to capital Ukraine, Kiev, our southern part of Ukraine, Mariupol, our the second largest of Ukraine, Kharkov city, though, our Sumy, Kuntu. The Indian student or Indian Janta Khan Bishi Indian national Khan Bishi Bhuikina say itu Jakaba evacuation process to shuru kudishe aru itu the Indian standard time this hashukule 12:30 purahi allow kuriase kine janai diase amihan jana nishna Russia aru Ukraine do bishi din ba larai chul thaka to Russia by dia eventually declare kudishe ceasefire against Ukraine to yate purahi
Nagaland TV, Sop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 10 in Global Chapter, and for Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and Twitter.